When you find yourself wanting a better life, you start to look for a lot of content about how to change your life. And sometimes you can get really stuck watching that content and learning how to change your life without taking any action to change your life. And so you're interested in changing your life, you're interested in taking actions, but you're stuck in this little churn of learning about it. And you might be looking at what I need to do, how do I change my mindset, how do I bring in all these other things that are out there, law of attraction, manifesting change, all of that sort of stuff. But you're not actually taking any action and you're stuck in this cycle of learning about it and not implementing it. So you're thinking about it, but you're not doing it. So today we're going to talk about how do you actually move from that thinking space to the doing space, where it stops becoming just what you could do and starts becoming what you are doing. The thing about change is we focus a lot on the external things in our life. So our money, our career, our relationships. And we forget that to make real change in your life, you must start to work on yourself first. You have to start to take control of how you're feeling, how you're thinking, and start getting rid of all those images from your past that are holding you back so that you can actually move towards the future. You always look backwards and say, well, these are the decisions that I've made. These are the career things that I've had. These are the things that have happened to me in life. But you don't have to let that dictate from this point forward. Everything back there is now history. What you had for breakfast is history. What you were worried about yesterday is history. And you don't need to focus on the history to be able to have a better future. You can't control how you feel, but you can control the thoughts that come into your head, how you let them affect your day. You can control parts of your environment, and you can control how you feel going forwards by changing the thoughts in your head and changing what you put an importance on and what you say is not important. That's part of my history, and it doesn't need to be with me going forward. There is a lot of fear in changing your life. We always default to fear of failure, but it's not fear of failure. You fear that you will lose yourself. You will suddenly be this different person that you've not been. You might lose all the good things about yourself. And so you worry that if you put yourself out there in a different way, people are going to judge you and they're going to look at you and go, oh, God, look what they're doing. That's not what they did. That you're now a different person doing different things. And that's okay, because the only way that you are going to move forward is to actually embrace new things in your life and accept that things are going to change and that you're going to have fears and it's going to feel awkward and it's going to feel different and people might comment on that. But those comments aren't something that should be stopping you from moving forward. In fact, they should do the opposite. The second someone says you seem different or you're doing something different, it means that you are changing into something or towards where you want to go. And instead of fearing that and saying, oh, I can't do this because it's too scary, accept that you're going to be fearful about parts of it, whether it's failure or succeeding or changing or becoming different or embracing something new or going against the stream. It's okay for you to feel that. And it's natural for you to feel this kind of fear. And if you go with that fear and just let it be part of your journey, slowly those fears will just start falling away because you realize that you're taking such positive steps instead of just fearful steps. The other thing you need to accept is that there is awkwardness with change. If you've been doing stuff for your whole entire life in a certain way, and you've got to that point where you don't want to do it like that anymore, you want something really different, those things that you do will feel awkward. They'll feel wrong. They'll feel backwards. They'll just feel weird. And you start to, when things feel awkward, think, well, maybe I'm doing it wrong. The thing is, you can't do wrong things for yourself. You know deep down in your subconscious that you are doing the right things. One of the things that was said to me years and years and years ago, when I was trying to change and get out of a bit of a rut that I was in, I hired a life coach. And she said to me, I can't remember exactly what we were doing, and she said, do that with your left hand, because I'm right-handed. And I thought that was really weird, and I didn't do it straight away. But after a while, I did start swapping hands, and I realized that even though it was awkward, I still achieved the goal of what I was trying to do. So if you're getting in that point where you feel this is really awkward, I can't do this, it is so awkward, here's an exercise that you can do just to show yourself that the awkwardness is still steps forward. So go into your bathroom, get your toothbrush, and if you brush your teeth with your right hand, use your left hand. Brush your teeth with your left hand. It'll be awkward, it'll be odd, you'll probably make more of a mess. But what you'll prove to yourself is even though it was awkward and even though it was odd, you still achieved the outcome you were trying to achieve, which teaches you that even if it feels awkward, it is going to get you somewhere. And I know that's going to sound like the oddest thing for you to do, but trust me, it really works, especially if you're in a bit of a sad mood or a down mood, that things are not working and things are really awkward. Definitely go and try and do that, because it will definitely change how you feel in that moment and will prove to you that awkwardness is good, regardless of what's going on around it. So a little bit of a recap. You can't control how you feel unless you start to get control of your thoughts and start to say that thought's not important, so I'm going to let it run away. You will need to change yourself first. Accept that it's you that has to change before you can change your life into the future. Make sure that you accept there is going to be fears. And if you just embrace that, yes, I'm scared of this, or I'm scared of that, or I'm scared of change, that is good. And remember, it will feel awkward, backwards, like you're doing the wrong thing, but you really are doing the right thing if you start to embrace looking forward, not looking backwards. So that's it for me today, and I'll see you in the next video.